Happy Friday to my basics bitches out there. This is Friday No Filter, where we unleash the rant on the basics of health. Each Friday, we tear down the glossy facade and dive headfirst into the nitty-gritty of what it takes to thrive in the chaos of modern health. No frills, no fluff, just straight talk about what matters. It's time to embrace the chaos on your own journey and give a big, bold middle finger to the status quo. Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Don't Call Me Skinny. Excited to have you here today. Okay. I am actually recording this a couple days before Friday No Filter because I had to well, maybe you don't even know this even, but like for 2 days I sat in a hotel room. Thank you, husband, for that. That was amazing. Appreciate you for that. For 2 days I sat in a hotel room, hung out with myself, read a book, breathed a little bit, ate lunch by myself, did a whole bunch of motherfucking uncomfortable shit. And ended Red, White, and Booty this week. And my Wednesday podcast is all about the fact that women are really great at showing up for everybody else, and they suck ass shit showing up for themselves. And the biggest form of self-love that you can give is to fucking show up. The biggest form of self-love. Everybody wants to talk about self-love, self-care, blah, 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 blah. But that's all, folks. Show the fuck up for yourself. That is the biggest form of love that you can show yourself, okay? And I'm not going to lie. I am getting right now a lot of resistance from women. A lot of pushback. Oh, it's not the right time. Yes, I know I'm making all these other things a priority. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to reschedule this because XYZ came up and I just can't make it, and all these things. And here's the deal. I would love if somebody could respond to this, email me, message me, DM me on Facebook or Instagram or whatever the fuck. Tell me when is a good time. If it could be ideal for you, when would be a good time? What would that look like? What would your life have to look like for it to be a good time? What would have to be happening? Would there have to be no sports? No after school activities, no drama with family. I mean, that's always a thing. Would there have to be, I don't know, 4 full moons in a row? Would there have to be deer walking in your backyard so everything looks perfect? I'm confused what the fuck you're waiting for. I'm really fucking confused on what the fuck the right time is. If now's not the right time, what is that? What does that look like? What does that even fucking mean? Yes, I'm getting angry. I'm getting a little mad. I'm getting a little frustrated because I'm kind of tired of having the same conversation with women after women after women after women about the same fucking problem, which is it's not the right time. Oh, it's not the right time for me. It's not the right time. It's not the right time of year. It's right before vacation. Oh, it's right after baseball season started. Oh, but school's going to get ready to start. I can't. Oh, but I'm headed to this thing. Oh, but our anniversary's on that day. Oh, but what a fuck ever it is. Oh, school just got out. We're going to get really busy. Oh, but it's graduation season. Yeah. So what is the right time? I'm really curious. Like, if somebody could answer this for me, like, I would love to know in what fucking world you're going to live in where things just fall into place for you, where nothing is hard, where nothing is uncomfortable, where nothing is chaotic and busy and hard. What fucking world is that? Because I'd like a seat there, like a spot. I'd like to show up in that world with you, if that's a thing, if that's a real thing that's going to exist. This is like the biggest pushback that women give constantly. It's the biggest pushback that women give is it's not the right time. Okay. Something that my dad told me when I was going to have children, when I tried, like when we were talking about starting a family, I was like, oh, I'm just not really sure it's the right time. Yep. Well, if you wait for the right time, it will never happen. That is what he told me. If you wait till you have enough money, it will never happen. If you wait until all the stars align perfectly, it's never going to happen. Like, there's never, quote unquote, a right time to have a child, right? There's never, quote unquote, a right time to buy a house or have a car payment, or yet these are all things that we do every motherfucking day. Or take this job or leave that job or whatever the case looks like. There's never a right time. And yet somehow This is what we continue to say with our health. When really, really, ladies, really, your health is going to be the driver of all the other shit that you continuously put on hold. Right? Oh, it's not the right time. I'm going on vacation. How are you going to feel on vacation? You're going to get in that swimsuit and that bikini. You're going to feel hot as shit. You're going to feel confident as fuck. Or you're going to be pulling and tugging around at your fucking t-shirt all day long. Wearing a turtleneck because you're so fucking uncomfortable with your body. And so unconfident. I don't know, not confident. Because you don't know what to do. You're sweating in places you don't even know sweat. Because you're like so frustrated right now. Oh, okay. So you're going to wait until school starts because it's going to slow down at some point? Oh, you're going to wait until this happens because it's going to change something? Like, you can't do things because of other things, because other things are a priority. They're a bigger deal in your life. And yet your health is a motherfucking driver of the ability to do those things that you claim are so fucking much more important than your health. Then the ability to fucking move appropriately and fuel your body appropriately and sleep and manage your stress. And I'm going to say this. All of you that sit here and say, oh, it's just not the right time. All of you that sit here and say, I'm going to have to put this off. I'm going to have to reschedule with this. This is just not the right time for me. I don't have the money. I don't have all these, whatever. Okay, cool. Great. Okay. One, besides wanting to know when the fuck that's going to happen, when you're going to have those things. Because I'm going to tell you this too. A lot of you out there, I don't got the money. I see you at Justin Timberlake concert. I see you at Taylor Swift concert. I see you flying to Vegas. I see you flying to California. I see you going to Disney World. I see you taking a trip, a cruise. I see you doing all these things that you claim you don't have money for, right? You don't have money for your health. You don't have time for your health, but you have time to go on a cruise. You have time to go, money to go on a cruise, whatever the case is, right? Okay. So all that aside, take all that aside, right? All the ladies that continuously sit here and say that are the same ones who will be the first to complain about the fact that they're so unhappy with who they are, with where their life is, and how nothing is working for them, how nothing's in alignment for them. It's the same people. And that's because you're out of alignment with yourself. You're not taking care of yourself. And I said this on the podcast, and I was like, oh, you can't pour from an empty cup. It's like so much bigger than that. It's so much bigger than trying to pour from an empty cup. It's so much, it has a much bigger scale than that. If you're a mom, you are literally showing your children. You are their role model. What are you role modeling for them right now? It's way bigger than pouring from an empty cup. You're showing your children that your health is not important, so their health is not important. So what is the point? They don't need to take care of themselves because you don't take care of yourself. If you're not a mom, but you have somebody that's important in your life that's younger, I don't even care if they're a girl or a boy, they're whatever. I don't care. And I'm going to say this. In the most chaotic, hectic, crazy time in your life is the exact perfect time that you actually need somebody like me. It is the exact perfect time. I'm going to read this because I think it's important. And as I say, I follow a lot of fitness people. Okay, that's not true anymore. Actually, I've unfollowed quite a bit of fitness people. But I follow this guy, Jordan, and he's a fitness guy. And I was reading something that he posted today, and it was about not being able to fuck it up, right? You can't fuck it up. And he had made a comment on here, and you're probably going to hear me talk a little bit about this because I talk about this all the time. This is not like something I'm taking from anybody else, but right here, you can't fuck this up. I don't care if you blew past your calories by 3,000 extra, you didn't fuck up. I don't care if you missed one workout or two workouts or a month of workouts, you didn't fuck up. I don't care if you had an entire box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, six chocolate frogs, which I'm not sure what that is, 4 pints of butterbeer, Also don't know what that is. And a trolley full of pumpkin pasties. I don't know what those are. You didn't fuck up. Because here's the magic. The only way to fuck up is if you stop altogether, is if you quit or say you're done or you put it off. Otherwise, you can't fuck up. It's impossible. That's what I talk about all the motherfucking time. The only way that the only way to fuck this up is to quit on yourself. And in the times where it is the most hard, where it is the hardest, where it is the most busy, the most chaotic, I have all these things going on, is exactly why you need somebody like me to keep your ass accountable for the things that you need to do so that you can do those things that are so hectic and chaotic and crazy better. And you can make them more manageable and you can make them feel not as hectic, chaotic, and as crazy. That is literally what I do for people. And I'm fucking good at it. I am fucking good at it. I will shout it from the goddamn rooftops from here to Timbuktu and back again. I am fucking good at what I do. I am not going to apologize for my greatness in this moment. I am not. Take some of it or leave it. Either way, at the end of the day, you put your head on your pillow at night and have to deal with the choices that you choose. In my house, we have a saying, that was a choice you chose to choose. What are you choosing? Are you going to keep choosing to put it off? Are you going to keep choosing to say, I'm too this, I'm too that, it's not the right time, I don't have the money, I don't have the this, I don't have the that? Right? Are you going to keep doing that thing? Or are you going to say, you know what? In the midst of insert whatever it is, I'm going to do this because if I can do it in the most chaotic and shit ass times, I can do this in the easiest times. And then it's a piece of cake. But if I can conquer this now when it's the most fucking busy, I can do this any time of my life. And that, ladies, is the fucking point. And I'm good at what I do. So you're missing out. You're missing out. I'm not going to apologize about it. And those are there in my world and those that are taking advantage of the shit that I'm fucking doing right now and are in my space, they are banking. They are banking. So, Friday No Filter. Are you waiting still? Are you pausing? Are you waiting until the time is right? Which again, please let me know when the fuck that is. I'd love to hear it. I'd love to know what that has to be for you to fucking change your life. I'd love to know. Sorry if that hurt anybody's feelings, and I'm not going to be sorry about it. If that hurt your feelings, again, I'm going to say like I did Wednesday, there's a reason why you better dig into that. Something that we do. Dig into why that hurts your feelings. If you're offended about what I just said, dig into why you're offended about it, because the likelihood is that it hurt your feelings because you know it's fucking true. You know that you need me. You know that I can help you, and you still don't choose yourself. You still don't choose yourself. It's time to make a choice. What is the choice you're choosing?